Well, I screwed up pretty bad on that last video. I did not mean to end it right there, but it happened, didn't it? So, instead of making a part 2, since the same people are probably going to watch it anyways, I wanted to do my review until my SD card runs out of Duplicolor Spray Match Lacquer Paint, which is an automotive touch-up paint that I'm sure you've heard of if you've ever looked up automotive touch-up paint, because it's the most popular in the industry. It's been around for a very long time. Been advertised on Speed Channel. And I did a bit of an experiment with it. I painted this whole car. See, I didn't have the money for a paint booth. And I also didn't have the money to send myself off to school to learn how to work on cars. So what I do is I just start doing stuff. And then when I'm done, I learned how. One of the reasons I had to do this paint job, other than the overall dilapidated condition of this car, was that my wife got into a bit of an accident. She was ran off the road by an 18-wheeler and hit a sign on the highway. So, I ordered some new clear lights, and I had to hammer out this fender. Yes, this is the fender that hit the fucking sign on the highway. And if I can get to where you can see the pinstripe. See that pinstripe? That's how far back this entire thing was mauled. Okay? From there to there. This all was accordioned up and folded away and crumpled out. So I says, I'm not gonna just do this. I'm gonna do the rest of the car. I had a dented ass door at the time. I had a bunch of little dents in the back. And I wasn't under any illusions that this was going to look show car quality. I wasn't trying to look pretty for other people. I wanted two things. I wanted the dents out of my car because they were annoying to me personally. And I wanted the car to look like it had aged better than it had. I don't know if that makes sense. So I guess I'll try to show you. See, for the brief amount of time that most people are behind this car, it used to be they would see a couple of dents here and here. Be an old rusty tailpipe. I had a dent right there, I think. Dent on the other side. Okay. Big old dent in the door. And it just didn't look very nice at all. The paint was okay where it was okay. But I didn't have any means to restore it to where it had a nice shine all over the place. I'll explain this in a second. What I wound up with was basically a continually dirty look. Now, I got a little bit of pollen going on here, but y'all know damn good and well that my car isn't shiny unless it's wet. And you know, you want to call it a satin look, that's fine. I live out in the country. I don't mind my car looking a little bit dirty. The only thing that really pisses me off about the condition that I don't know much of what to do about is these little damn seals. I'm thinking just order some generic shit and just put it in there, but you know, it's not exactly a priority. So because this was the main focus of the car, it wound up getting the most attention. I wound up wanting to show people how good of a job that I did. So yeah, I spent a little more time buffing this than the rest of it. And in retrospect, that was a very bad idea. I should have just sat out here and buffed it for fucking days and days and just gotten OCD as I can with it. Because I didn't have a proper wax to put over it when I was done. I had polish and I had like a finishing type wax, but it really wasn't the right kind of wax to use. So it wound up getting a little more susceptible to heat cracking than I wanted to. But I don't think that's Duplicolor's fault. This has been driven through tall grass. This has, been hit by rocks the same way any other paint job does. I used, several coats of paint, many more paints of clear lacquer on top of that, and then 3 coats of clear enamel on top of that before buffing. And overall, I really haven't had that much chipping. By the way, I guess I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video. It's been 3 years. It has been 3 years since I did this paint job with rattle can, lacquer, Duplicolor. And, I didn't prep the hood because I was just kind of laughing at myself because I was cutting out the hood, banging it into submission. And I'm weird. Yeah, weird. And I kind of wanted it to be like a little gnarly looking. Like I just kind of pictured the effect of it when I started running out of steam chiseling at the fucking paint. Like it was coming off in really bad ways, and I kind of got to where I had to just take it all off. Okay, sorry. And well, I like it. It's like a kind of camouflaged and Thunderdome look. And as far as looking like a better aged version of the car, I think it worked. I think my biggest pet peeve is where I ran out of spray primer. I mean, flexible primer. And you can see that right here. So where I had some flexible primer, but not enough. And it feels like I didn't rough this up enough either. But yeah, if that didn't peel off, I'd be happy with it. And as far as Duplicolor goes, these are the results you're gonna get. Don't underestimate it. What it can do. Don't overestimate it, and think you're gonna get something with an immaculate shine that's gonna last a long time. Duplicolor is not made for that. What it's made for is to keep your car from rusting until you can take it to a proper body shop. And well, stickers don't make it go faster. One day, I hope to have said body shop. And I'm going to sandblast the shit out of this thing and get all the seals and everything. And that's why I didn't attach this, and I wish I would have, because I got to go scour all the fucking Highway 19 because my wife can't remember where it fell off when they borrowed my car. And I never bothered, doing a better job of this. I put 2 clips in there. I'm like, I gotta watch a video or something. And I just got the fucking JB weld out. And I just put the goddamn chrome strip on there because I'm like, I just want it on there so it's not sitting around the house getting bent. And I thought it was in there okay. But yeah, what a pain in the ass. So anyways, this concludes my review of Duplicolor Perfect Match or Paint Match Rattle Can Touch-Up Paint. To do this car, I think took at least 12 cans. I'm not sure. Might have been like 7 cans of paint, 7 cans of clear, 3 cans of enamel, and that was like my minimal order. And I went back and forth pricing out other types of paint and other systems of doing it, and this was the most affordable way. And as you can see from my older photos, it got it looking good for a while. And, you know, for where I live, out in the country, this ain't a bad look for it to have right now. Because when driving a little Honda around a bunch of giant trucks, you don't want to have a ricer look to you. You want to have a, I'm a little crazy and you probably don't want to fuck with me kind of look to you.